So, how much for the ship? No way! I have this other guy from the internet asking like 10% of that. What? What do you mean, model maker? I have never heard of such a thing. I just want a ship called Pandora. Clients know what they want, but not always what they need. So they fall for the most obvious tricks on the internet. Stick around and I'll show you how to avoid being compared to amateurs. Hi, my name is Filip. I'm a pricing consultant, which means I can tell you what you need to know so your price can grow. And this is Sunny, my sidekick. You may know how to tell your work apart from imitators, amateurs, and straight-up frauds, but it's typical for the field of expert services that the clients know too little about what they need to make that distinction. You can see that clearly, but they can't. And even if you seem trustworthy, they can remember that in the past they thought other people were fine, they seemed fine to them, but were actually frauds or amateurs. So you get evaluated the same as everybody else. The quickest way of distinguishing yourself from amateurs is to show them a couple of obvious traps they might fall into if they just Google, ask for quotes, and try to compare prices without any knowledge. It's not. It's a sensible way of choosing many other types of service work, like window washers or even catering services, but it's very tricky to do with expert work. Well, you can tell a dirty window from a washed one, right? But can you tell a good translation to Japanese from a bad one? A good surgery procedure from a bad one? Can you compare two architectural blueprints or two complicated contracts and tell which one is better for you? In most cases, the answer is no. Equip them with the knowledge of usual telltale signs of bad work in your field, even before you talk about your processes or your successes. Show them the traps, and the next time, or when they think that back to their conversation with other people, they will start to wonder, do these people really not know these traps? Or they do know them and just chose not to say anything to me? Either way, you win. When you show clients how to tell amateurs from professionals, competing on price only becomes unnecessary. If that inspires you to ask other specific questions, share them in the comments below or send them to me via LinkedIn. Also, if you know somebody who needs to hear this advice, share this video. Next week, I'll talk more about how to compete with professionals who use fees which are way too low. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.
Everything changes.